(2023 presidential elections). Youth group drum support for Obi. Wow, everybody is drumming support for Peter Obi now across the country, from different parts of the country. So this will not be a surprise. Every well-meaning Nigerian now knows that there's need for a genuine change in governance. So I will not be surprised to hear this, but it's also a very welcome occurrence, very welcome happening here, that people are still drumming for support for Peter Obi, and that is the way to go. With few months to the 2023 general elections, Igbo youth group have thrown their political weight in support of the Labour Party presidential candidate, Mr. Peter Obi, stressing that he is the option for Nigeria. In a press statement signed by its president, Honorable Okonkwo Ambrose Obinna, and Secretary Honorable Prince Chilaka, on Monday, the group, under the aegis of concerned Igbo youth, stated that Nigeria needs a patriotic leader like Mr. Obi. It is obvious that since the commencement of general elections in Nigeria on June 12, 1993, and return to democracy in 1999, our dear country, Nigeria, is yet to have a president with a concerted effort devoid of personal interest to repair the political, socio-economical, judicial, infrastructural, agricultural, and security systems of this great country, which is the hub of development. Hence, our economic condition and global ranking have over these previous years grown from bad to worse. Penury is now tattooed on the face of every habitant, including animals of the country, and insecurity has exaggeratedly become the most used word in Nigeria. According to the World Bank, in its latest 2022 Poverty and Prosperity Report, Nigeria is described as a home to a large share of global extreme poor. Can you imagine? It is worrisome that after 23 years of consistent democracy, Nigeria is yet to be envied by other countries about even one pivotal infrastructure. The 4 refineries are worse described than painted sepulchre. Some of our federal roads have turned to farmlands for the teeming, untapped labor capacity of the nation, with a railway network to the Niger Republic instead of to the taxpayers in Nigeria. Insecurity business now disguised as Boko Haram. Diesel sold at over 800 naira per liter. Electricity transmitted below 5,000 megawatts. Our country, after 62 years of independence, still classified as developing in the world ranking. The group further stated that it is in the face of all these abnormalities that the concerned Igbo youth, a group of Igbo young progressive men and women with a burning interest for the good and the betterment of our dear country, Nigeria, whose aims and objectives includes but not limited to ensuring the enthronement of good governance, equity, and fairness across the length and breadth of Nigeria, studied the trajectory and the antecedents of all the presidential candidates in a bid to support and campaign for the best candidate to ensure good governance, equity, and fairness in the next 4 years. After our studies, we, the concerned Igbo youth, came to the conclusion that His Excellency, former Governor Peter Obi, is the most qualified among other presidential candidates in terms of capacity, character, and competence. This is a very good analysis. He believes in the unity of the country. He is healthy. He is seasoned manager and administrator. He is young. He does not have a personal interest. He is not linked to corruption in any way. He has never been linked to illegal activities either in Nigeria or elsewhere. He has sound judgment, and most especially, he is verified. He is the man for the job. We will hire him. His Excellency, former Governor Peter Obi's prudent lifestyle, legacy in Anambra, urged to repair the aforementioned problems for the good of Nigerians, allergy to wastage of any sort, and his leadership style are top-notch, and truly this is the right time to get it right. We must not fail again this time. Remember, we do not have any other country than this our dear country, Nigeria. Therefore, the concerned Igbo youth endorses His Excellency former Governor Peter Obi to campaign for and deliver in the forthcoming presidential election of the Federal Republic of Nigeria with zero tolerance for failure. His job description is to make right the aforementioned wrongs. That is correct. The concerned Igbo youth has, since its formation in 2017, rapidly grown with over 16,800 members as of June 30, 2022, across the 36 states of Nigeria and the FCT, and it is headquartered in Enugu. Although the group is not a political party, we are not oblivious of the fact that leadership is key to the economic and infrastructural development of every country. Hence, our conscious involvement in campaign and electioneering matters, which is geared to helping the birth and enthronement of good governance, equity, and fairness, such that economic stability, infrastructural development, and security in every part of the country, thus affording the real breath of fresh air to all inhabitants of the nation. Wow, so this is a very good one, that this conscientious Igbo youth or concerned Igbo youth are coming out to say Peter Obi is the best, and they have actually gone around to assess all the presidential candidates for this campaign and for next year election. And among the four of them, between Tinubu, Atiku Abubakar, Kwankwaso, and Peter Obi, they have come out to say that Peter Obi is the cleanest among them, the most competent among them, the healthiest among them, the most intelligent among them, and his antecedent as past governor has shown. And again, he has no link with any form of corruption anywhere, and he's a verified man, hence the support for Peter Obi as president come 2023. All right, and the intent is to make sure we have good governance enthroned, and we'll have a better Nigeria come 2023 for the next 4 years as well. Everybody is tired of the kind of life we are living in Nigeria now, and the poverty index, global poverty index, has shown that Nigeria is among the poorest or the center of the poor in the world, and it's as bad as that. All right, Nigeria, after 23 years of continuous democracy, is still being referred to as developing nation in the Committee of Nations in the world, and that is also very bad. Now, stress, poverty, and penury is now a tattoo in the face of every Nigerian, and even including animals in Nigeria are facing stress right now, not even humans alone. All right, and that is also very bad. The narrative has to change come 2023, and that is why the drum for Peter Obi is, in fact, is terrible. They mention a lot of things here. Today, petrol is over 250 naira per liter. Diesel is about 800 naira per liter. We are generating below 5,000 megawatts of electricity. And instead of building railway for Nigeria, we went and built it for Nigeria Republic. All these are bad antecedents that this government has put in place, all right, against the wish of Nigerians. And that is not acceptable. The narrative has to change come 2023. So they have done all of these studies and found that there is a need to change government, and Peter Obi and Labour Party should be the right person or right party to be voted into power to change the narratives for us. We've got a few comments here. Let's see what we have to share. Somebody says, stop fooling yourself, please. Datti is a movement created by God. Please look into it spiritual, all right, before it will be late for you. Okay? So, because somebody said here that it's still an Igbo affair, who cares? So, Peter Obi is not an Igbo affair. Labour Party is not an Igbo affair, because it's accepted by all and sundry. We can see the Afenifere, we can see the Middle Belt, we can see the Northern Youth and Northern Elders, we can see a lot of groups in the Southwest and South supporting Igbo. We can see people from abroad supporting Peter Obi and Labour Party. All right? And so it's not an Igbo affair anymore. And that is why this guy is responding to the person saying it's an Igbo affair, that he should stop fooling himself Please, Obidati is a movement created by God and has come to stay. Look at it from a spiritual point of view, all right, before it is too late. All right, so somebody says still some useless people will be forcing sick and corrupt people on Nigerians. All right, not this time. And that is true. We've seen some of the presidential candidates that are sick and incapacitated, and they are still marketing them to Nigerians, or even about to force them on Nigerians. And that has to stop. All right. The last comment here says, nice one. Obidati is the goal and Aso Rock the destination. We will get there by the grace of God. And but again, we'll have to vote wisely come 2023. So that is what is written here by the Igbo youth drumming support for Peter Obi and for Labour Party, and I've given good reasons why they are doing that. And all the reasons I see here are cogent, are very, very reasonable, and we should consider that very well and vote Peter Obi come 2023. Vote Obidati, vote Labour Party come 2023 so that we can change the tide. It's only those thieves in other political parties who are stealing and who want to continue stealing, who are seeing Nigerian resource as a national cake. They will just go and cut their share and go. Emilokon, that is the wahala we have. All of that need to change. Usually those people that will say that the Peter Obi and Labour Party is bad, because they know that when Peter Obi enters, he will change the narratives and all those stealing will stop, all those leakages will stop. And because those politicians too don't have any other job. They don't have a business, they don't have work, they don't have anything. All they're doing is stealing cash and heaping them in the bank, heaping cash at home, stealing without working. That is their hobby. And so when Peter Obi comes, all of that will stop and they might go poor suddenly, because the stealing opportunity will be stopped, will be closed. All right? That is why they are doing everything to make sure that Peter Obi does not enter so they can continue what they are doing. But the Nigerians have the opportunity now to change narratives by voting the right person. Monitor your vote closely until the end of it. It is not over until it is over, and until the Labour Party is elected, declared winner, and moved to Aso Rock. So that is what we have from the Igbo youth today supporting Peter Obi. Let's have your comment as well and your view and your take on this.